So to me, how you save a deal. All right, so number one, let's just be real. What is a deal? A deal is a contract between multiple parties, usually two to four, right? So what happens? The buyer in a real estate deal, a buyer has all these emotions when they're competing to win the property, right? Then after that, they've secured the property. Then they got to work with their lender or with their brokerage account. Like we just had a deal where money wasn't coming out of one account in the right amount of time, and so the deal was getting, the timeline was getting extended. We have multiple deals like that right now. A variety of reasons, usually related to financing, and then the stress people are under related to that financing, and they're doing their jobs, and then they have to provide all this information to their lender. And it often, when the market's hot, the appraisers are not showing up on time, so timelines are getting expanded. So how do you save deals? Number one, you remain calm, cool, and collected, right? And you make sure that you speak truthfully to the other agent. So if you're a realtor and there's another agent on the other side, you got to speak truthfully to that other agent and let them know what's going on and demonstrate to them that you're doing everything you can and your client's doing everything they can to help bring the deal together, right? So in some cases, deals get extended on their timelines. That's one example. Some of the things I don't really want to share. You got to be calm, cool, and collected. That's number one. The reason why people that I work with will come to me even if they have deals and they try to get me to help them save their deals, right? Is because I'm calm, cool, and collected when I'm evaluating what we're going to do to salvage this situation, okay? Then you got to demonstrate to the other party that you're doing everything you can in good faith to keep the contract. Then, you are reliant on the other party to believe you, to want to continue, to not back out of it. But I have to talk in generalities, and so the best I can give you to how are you someone who's known for saving deals? You know why? I never give up. I'm like a pit bull. That's the truth, right? I have the attitude of a pit bull. When I latch onto a deal, like it's happening, right? Because I know that the two parties 99% of the time want that deal to happen. It's extremely rare when you peel back all the emotions of the situation that they don't want the deal to happen. When they don't want the deal to happen, remember, I'm a realtor, I represent a seller or a buyer. If the seller truly, genuinely, deep inside does not want to keep that deal together, then I shift gears and I don't want to keep that deal together. I want to get out of that deal. But because 99% of the time it's the right thing for them to consummate the deal, that's why they signed it in the first place, then I work with them. Sometimes this is where counseling people comes into play. You got to help people think through things. You got to help people understand the financial reasons why this is wise, maybe the emotional reasons why this is wise, right? Why they signed it in the first place. You're reminding them of things, okay? But saving deals, like when you're an investor, let's shift gears. When you're an investor, like I'm doing a deal right now, and we may need a little extra time. Why? Because we're shifting what kind of loan we're going to get. So what do we have to do? You have a lot of things in your arsenal that you could do. You could say, okay, I gave you a 3% earnest money deposit, it's in escrow. Well, I'm going to release that money to you. That means it's your money. We haven't consummated the deal. I'm giving you that money. I'm passing it through. So if I don't consummate this deal, if I ask you for extra time and I don't finish this deal, you just kept my earnest money deposit, which is 3% of the purchase price, which in the case of a $2 million property, that's a lot of money. So that's one thing you can do to save a deal. And obviously that's not the first thing you do, but it's one thing you can do. Another thing you can do is you just are demonstrating you're showing the other party, I'm doing everything I can to keep this deal together. I'll give you another example of things that happen. Things go sideways. in the middle of a deal, something is discovered about the property that was not previously disclosed, and so you have to renegotiate. That happens a lot. So how do you handle that? Cool, calm, and collected. Can you reasonably negotiate for proper compensation? Like, we bought a bed and breakfast, and there was no disclosure about an environmental hazard that had occurred on a neighboring property. We renegotiated and took $50,000 off the purchase price, and we consummated the deal. Okay, so that's a real life example. So what I would say is that the art of saving the deal is, number one, be cool, calm, and collected. Number two, be prepared for multiple different ways before you release money, right? Make sure that before you release money, you've done everything you can to try to negotiate and demonstrate good faith.